Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Here we are, Holly and Anita, just popping back in to say hello. We've missed all of you. We've been so busy. We're just trying to pedal as fast as we can, and yeah, trying to get some stitching in as we can. But as you know, it's a crazy busy time of year.
Right.
I'm sure it is for you as well. So, but we just wanted to pop in and say hello and just show you a little bit. It'll be a short video today.
It will be.
But
It will be short.
yeah.
Good, hopefully. But,
Yes.
and I'm actually quite surprised because I really didn't think I'd gotten anything done. And so when I was coming over, I'm like, oh no, this is going to be like a 2-minute video. But I actually do have stuff to share. It's the season. So just so many commitments,
Yeah.
so much at work. And like you said, we're pedaling as fast as we can.
Yes.
So, but we do have a little bit to share.
Yes.
So we'll start with whips.
Yeah. So I've been working on my Mary one. I love this one so much.
Oh.
So I was hoping to have a finish to show you, but no finish this week. But, ooh, I'm so excited with how my berries turned out. I changed that color to cherry cobbler,
Right.
and I like it so much better.
Yeah, the berries are really pretty.
Yeah, I just think they look like berries. They don't look dead. So,
Right.
yay!
Very
So
nice.
making some progress. I just have like that little postage stamp piece left and a couple of leaves. So it's almost done. So hopefully by the next time we pop in, you'll see a finish with that one.
Yeah, and I spent part of today with my husband, my daughter, her fiance, taste testing for her upcoming wedding in the summer. And so, the wedding thing's been on my mind. So I have pulled out her sampler by a Red Bear Design. You can find them on Etsy. And so I've completed the frame. So now I know the size that it will end up being. And I mark up here, I have a little piece of thread to show me which way is the upper left-hand side so that the stitches will go in the right direction. Because as you spin it, it just, yeah. I needed some help there. So I've been working on that. And I've also been working on Geranium House by Country Cottage Needleworks. And what I've done is I've traded out my house, the roof color, the house, and I wasn't sure what to do about the lettering, the green and the brown alternating colors. And so what I've decided to do is to use a variegated gray instead. So I think that'll turn out nice. So this plant hanger I'm going to lower as well. And there is a bird that's supposed to be here, and I'm just going to leave him off. So that's coming along pretty well.
And she added the Swedish flag, if you wondered what that flag was.
Right, right. And just to show... This is what it looks like for me when I kit up my threads and things. I've got just loose skeins just hanging there. It's just 2 different types of bags. I just put it on the ring and go. That's what it looks like. What can I say?
Whatever works.
Yeah. And so one of the things I do as well is I use a hole punch. And I will punch an additional hole on the little paper that the floss comes on. And then that's where I'll put the thread that is partially used or in process of being used. So that's what I do.
I love that idea.
So in my own way, trying to be organized, but... I'm pedaling as fast as I can right now.
Who has time for organization? We're just trying to make it.
So, and then one other thing we were going to talk to you about was our Ort containers. And we have found that these work the best. So
Mentos gum containers.
Right, very inexpensive. And then you have this. And they also have a smaller size that's just really nice for travel.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and it makes a great sound. I love that.
no, it's not December 31st.
No, I want some confetti to fly out of there.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, so just thought I'd share that as well. So, what do you want? The retreat?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
So we're super excited because
Ooh.
we live in Iowa, as you've figured out by now, and we have joined the Midwest Scrapbookers group on Facebook, and they had a fabulous retreat last fall that we heard about in several Flosstube videos and saw pictures of. And it's not that far from us. It's like 3.5 hours from here.
Right.
So we are going to the Midwest Scrapbookers retreat in May, and we're so excited. I can't wait.
Our first one.
Yes, we've
Our
never
first
been to a
one.
retreat before.
Right.
So we're super excited.
So I figure if I start planning now, I might be ready by May. I don't know. We'll see.
Hopefully we'll have all our Stitch Mania stuff kitted up, so we can just take it with us.
Yeah.
And mm-hmm.
Oh, that
see,
nice.
we know what we're
Very
doing.
nice. Not right now. I'm just trying to get through the holidays. Oh, my.
So we hope that you're coming too. I know that
Yeah.
for those of you that are still interested, I think you need to private message Michelle Rudy who is Farm Girl.
Right.
If you're interested in going, I think it's starting to fill up fast.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're interested, oh my goodness, and if you're going, we can't wait to meet you.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yes,
Really.
really gives us something to look forward to.
Oh, we do have some new starts.
Yes,
We do have some new starts. See, I was stunned. I was so worried I didn't have anything to share, and but we do.
well, Anita does. I have very little to
do?
share. I have not worked on my journey
She does.
piece. It's so sad. I haven't touched
Oh.
it since last time I showed it to you.
And I might be changing my
touched it.
colors. So
She thought she was committed. We'll see.
yeah, I might have to do a vote. I'm
Yeah.
down to maybe 3 different color choices, and
It's so big. It's hard to commit.
it is a big commitment.
It is.
I think, and
yeah.
I think people have said it takes that first stitch, and I'm just not willing to take that first stitch. Is what's going on.
You have to hang the thing on your wall. I mean, seriously, so you want to love it. And
Right.
if you're unsure, you got to wait till you've got it figured out. So
Right,
I get
right.
it. I get it. I support you.
You committed. You found your colors.
And you will too. New start. Okay, like I said, I've stitched very little. But I did start Merry Christmas, My Dear. Oh my goodness, I love this one so much.
Oh.
So this is what I have done so far. I am in love with this polka dot fabric. Love it. So I have to explain. The greenery at the top, the called for thread is lemongrass from Classic Colorworks. And I think it looks great. It's really sweet. But as I started to stitch the trees in that color, it became very pastelish, which the picture shows it that way, but I thought, maybe it just didn't photograph well. No, it's kind of pastelish, and I didn't like pastel trees. They just don't look like real trees. So I changed the color because I wanted them to look more authentic. So I switched to
I can hold this.
sampler threads, the Gentle Art, and I went with Green with Envy. So here's the lemongrass, just so you can kind of compare. I'll kind of hold them up so you can see. So the
Maybe
lemongrass
up
is
against.
here, and it's very pastel. when it stitches on. But the green with envy was just a little more true
Really pretty.
to what I wanted. So I'll do the greenery at the bottom in the lemongrass. I'll just keep that going. But I really like the green with envy for the trees. So yeah.
And it's stitching it quick.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
It's a fun stitch. I really love it.
And then I have just old stash that I've been going through, as I've shared before. And so I have a new start, and it's called Tomte Parade. And this is the design. And this is where I'm at. So the only thing I'm struggling with is the count. The count is, what, 10 or 11?
Yeah.
And so it's taking 3 threads to give the coverage according to the directions. And so I'm just finding it a little bit difficult to work with right now. But I like the colors. I like the connection I have to the subject matter. And so I'm just going to keep going, and hopefully the count will be okay after a while.
I think it's going to be super cute. It's sweet.
So, and then, yep, I just have a tiny bit of haul. I have found that I really like these spring tension hoops from by Doris, I think is the company. So I ordered a smaller one for my ornaments that I plan to do in 2018. Hands-on design, got to do it. So everybody knows this pattern. It's just wonderful. The Pumpkin Spice Farm. That will be much, much later. So
Down the road.
Down the road. And then we are planning to do the stitch along with Chelsea and Priscilla that we shared, I think, on the last video. And we're really excited to start this on, when was that?
December 28th, which is Chelsea's birthday.
December 28th. But what I noticed was there were bunnies, there was a bunny, there was a deer. All of this you will find in my backyard. I've got some acreage, and you will find these, but you also find a lot of squirrels as well. So I went ahead and bought Frosty Forest so that I could put that little squirrel and include him into this pattern. So I'm excited about that. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. So goals.
Our goal is to get some sort of stitching in over these next few weeks.
Right.
We hope to stitch because we love it so
We
much.
do. It's so calming and relaxing, and just, yeah, it's just nice to sit down and just spend a moment or two or an hour or two. A day would be great.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think I'm just going to keep plugging away at the geranium house, and then also another project I didn't bring with me, Be Merry, that I'm doing for my daughter. And what about you?
I am hoping to finish Merry One and making some progress on the Merry Christmas, My Dear. And I would really like to get rolling on my Journey piece, the mystery sampler. We're super curious about what the 2018 sampler is going to look like. They're doing another one, Linen and Threads, a new sampler for 2018. They describe it as a medieval menagerie. So we're super curious. We won't see it until January 1st. Well, maybe December 31st because they're in Australia, so they're ahead of us in time. So we may see it the 31st, but yeah, curious to see what that looks like.
Garden theme?
This was a garden theme.
Right, right. But medieval menagerie. So
Yeah, so we'll see.
we will
We'll
see.
see. But we're going to move forward with our garden-themed journey piece.
Right.
Well, I am. You're going to think a little more on your colors.
Yeah. Well, but my cutoff is January 1st. Like January 1st, I am putting
the stitch in. I'll hold her
yes.
accountable. After January 1st, we're going to show you something. It might just be a stitch or two, but it's going to happen.
Yeah, it will. It will. Mm-hmm. So in the meantime, well, thank you so much for spending this time with us. And
thank you for your kind comments. Forgive us for just not having a lot of time, as we know you understand. But we read everyone, and we're so grateful to all of you, and for giving us giggles with your funny messages and your kindness. Thank you so much for being our long distance friends. We appreciate you. And we just really hope, if we don't talk to you before, that you have a very merry and blessed Christmas.
Ditto. Ditto. All right. And in the meantime,
don't forget.
Right. To
shine, sparkle, and stitch.
All right. Bye.
Bye.